Audience, welcome back to this video where we are going to talk about the four memory biases. Okay, my and this way we are going to end the memory effects. Okay, and then we are going to move forward to decision biases. Okay, and because I already told you about memory biases in the first video, so that's why I'm going to wrap it up in a very fast pace. But also my advice is watch this video in 1.5x or 2x. Okay, so this is going to be a very informative video and the presentation is also very beautiful. Okay, so these aren't just psychological terms. Okay, they are everyday forces that decide what we remember, what we forget, and what we think we remember. Okay, what we think we remember. Okay, false memory effect, or what we can say as imagination inflation effect. What is it? False memory means you are remembering things that never occurred or never happened. Okay, you are remembering some moments, okay, that never occurred or never happened. Okay, the imagination inflation means when imagining a particular event which is a false memory. Okay, which is a false memory which never happened, but you imagine it in such a way that you think that this thing was true. Okay, this thing, this imagination which is a false memory was true. That's called imagination inflation effect. Okay, so let's see the example. Relatable example is you picture leaving your keys on the kitchen counter. On your kitchen counter, you imagine it. Okay, later you swear you saw them there, but they were never there. Okay, like things you always forgot. Second example, where after hearing a vivid story about a childhood event, you start remembering it as if you lived it. Okay, there must be a story someone else told you about it. Okay, but you start to remember it that, oh, this happened to me, even though it never happened. So our brain confuses imagination with reality. Okay, our brain confuses us. So like this works in marketing, that vivid product demos or ads can create a sense of I have used this before. The ads always give you this kind of illusion in marketing. Okay, ads can implant false memories, leading consumers to believe they have experienced something before. Okay, memory reconstruction. Memory is dynamic, not static. It reshapes itself over time based on new experiences. Okay, trust implications. False memories can lead to misunderstandings, affecting trust and relationships among individuals. People who have so many different false memories, okay, all they used to get the false memory effect very often. We do not trust them most of the time, or we get annoyed because they used to have this imagination, like any kind of imagination of certain event, and they can put you as someone as, oh, you did that, you are the culprit, right? Or you are the fault, you had done that particular thing to me. Okay, so they become somewhat not trustworthy. Okay, and this thing can happen to you also, or you are doing to someone else because of your false memory. Okay, so be aware. Consistency bias. Consistency bias. So, reshaping past memories to fit our current beliefs, identity, or values. Okay, the brain prefers a tidy story of I have always been this way. Understand what I'm saying? Reshaping past memories to fit your current beliefs, identity, or values. The brain prefers a tidy story of I have always been like this way. Okay, refers to the tendency to reshape past memories to align with current beliefs and identities. You have to understand this, that this is how you always behave in certain way. Okay, this phenomena highlights our brain's desire for a cohesive narrative. So what are the examples? How our memory shift over time. Consistency bias lead us to reshape past memories to fit our current beliefs, creating a sense of stability. We often forget doubts and reframe experiences to validate our identity. Okay. Example, you now say I always cared about fitness even though you only started your gym maybe around 1 month. Okay, you are consistent for just 1 month and now you are saying that yes, I am a fitness freak. Okay, I'm a fitness freak. Yes, it is going to work to change your identity. Okay, there is no problem with it. Second example is that a brand loyalist claims, I have always loved this company, forgetting their earlier doubts. Okay, for example, the college you never believed in this college, but then you got the placement. Okay, you got the placement and now you certainly believe this college. Oh, how many things I have learned here, right? That's the thing. So, consistency bias, false stability, memories reshaped to fit current beliefs create a false memory of stability and comfort. Marketing influence, effective branding can lead individuals to recall their experiences with products as consistent and positive, right? Like customers retell their journey as if your product was always their choice, right? Personal growth, as we evolve we often reinterpret past experiences to align with our current sense of self. For example, in this way, like you maybe like a protein powder, right? A particular protein powder company, and because you got the results, because you have so many muscles right now, that's why you believe that this particular protein brand was best. Okay, that's how this works. Your toothpaste, your clothes, this often come under the consistency bias. Let's move on to self reference effect. Personal connections enhance memory retention. The self reference effect explains how we remember information better when it relates to us personally, making our experiences and connections vital for improving memory retention. We remember information better when it relates directly to us. Okay, directly to us, directly to I am. Okay, we always remember that thing. Mine is memorable. Mine, this is mine, right? This is me. So the example, personal connections enhance memory retention. The self reference effect demonstrates that we remember information better when it relates to us personally, leading to enhanced recall and deeper engagement in learning context. Okay, so like you remember names better when you connect them to your own story. Okay, like a character name or your friend's name, you are going to forget your friend name when it is not related or relatable for you. Okay, second example can be that personalized dashboard, right? Personalized dashboard where you can see your progress, your plan. It stick in your mind more than generic stats. Okay, so the brain prioritizes the personal. Okay, so enhanced recall, personal connections significantly boost memory recall, making information more meaningful and memorable. Emotional engagement, emotional engagement through storytelling encourages deeper connections, enhancing memory retention of personal experiences. You can use it to tell a story. Okay, if you really want to become a good storyteller, use this effect. Okay, use this effect. Marketing effectiveness. Personalization in marketing strategies leads to higher engagement rates, showcasing the value of self relevant content. So put these kind of stories and advertisement, and like your copywriting should be in such a way that it affects the me. I am going to transform with this product. Okay, so spacing effect, right? The spacing effect is spaced repetition beats cramming. Okay, cramming. Short repeated exposure builds durable memory. Okay, importance of distributed practice in learning. The spacing effect describes how spaced repetition, short repeated exposure, enhances memory retention more effectively than cramming. Means the forced memory for for a limited time. Okay, when you force fact or force certain information, okay, in a limited space of time, then it leads to cramming. Means you forget it. Okay, simply you forget it, you forget those information, those facts. But when that information come in short and repeated manner, you do not forget them. Okay, spacing allows for better encoding and retrieval of information over time. That's the thing, the power of spacing effect. How repetition strengthens memory. The spacing effect demonstrates that spaced repetition enhances retention. For instance, learning a language for 10 minutes daily yield better results than cramming in one long session. You have to learn this. Okay, like, understand the spacing effect and add it with the consistency. Okay, with the consistency, and you can learn anything in this life. Okay, add this spacing effect with consistency, and at the end of the day you will get the compound effect. Okay, the compound effect, or compound interest, we say compound effect, where all the learning you did for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it is going to compound, and you will be the most skilled guy. Okay, so use it for your advantage. Okay, so like, yeah, that's the thing. I have given you an example, relatable example. Another relatable example is that 1 raised to 10 minute a day of language practice outperforms a single 2 hour binge. Okay, also the ads repeated over weeks stick more than one flashy campaign. Okay, most of the time these advertisement, when they are repetitively coming in front of your eyes, you remember them, right? You always remember them. That's the thing, that's why they always put those ads consistently. So why spacing matters. Learning and persuasion need rhythm, not overload. Okay, like micro lesson in education. Micro lesson spaced learning enhances retention and understanding, promoting a comfortable rhythm conducive to effective learning, right? So micro lessons outperform marathons. Okay, that's the thing. In marketing impact, like drip campaigns lead to higher engagement rates. Drip means short spaced, reinforcing brand recall through a consistent exposure over time. Effective strategies. Implementing spaced repetition fosters long term memory retention, making learning more effective and enjoyable. So, now we are into the practical practice session. Okay, this is around the your perception. Okay, so false memory. Consider whether your recollection are accurate or imagined, as it help distinguish between genuine memories and those influenced by your thoughts or external sources. Consistency. Reflect on whether you might be reshaping your past to align with your current beliefs. This awareness can clarify how your identity influences your memory. Okay, self reference. Think about how to connect information personally. Creating these links enhances retention and makes the material more relevant and engaging for you and your audience. Okay, so practical application in the notebook. Okay, notebook prompts. Engage in retention through guided memory exercises. Yes, yes, you can ask ChatGPT, right? You can ask ChatGPT simply to get the implementation stuff. I already given you this. Okay, so like create a story, create your brand story, right? Your brand story and write it, right? Create your business story. Okay, business story in such a way. Even you can create your own introduction if you are preparing for your interview, right? You can put it in such a way that it is going to help for the company, right? So put these effect in practical manner. Okay, apply cognitive concept in real world scenario. So that's the thing, guys. Plan a 7-day repetition schedule for one skill. Okay, one skill, one skill. You can do this, right? These are the things going to help you, really going to help you. So that's it, guys. This is how we learn the all the memory biases, and then we are going to move towards decision and judgment biases. Thank you so much, guys. Keep it simple, build it bold. Subscribe. Okay, subscribe. Do not let yourself not clicking that red button. Okay, subscribe. Subscribe. Bye bye.